for, if I'm doing research for a blog post or something and I'm searching online, forums have so much conversation going on, and from a brand perspective, they're fairly easy to find because more often than not they're grouped by topic and specific keywords that if you search in Google you'll be able to find, car forums or fashion forums or what have you. And they're archived in a way that it's pretty easy. The standard forum format is, you see a bunch of conversation threads, kind of like Gmail. And then you can see how much conversation is going on. And some forums will kind of categorize themselves of these are the hottest conversations on top, and then in chronological order underneath them, these are the kind of conversations people have been talking about. You've probably already had some kind of experience, maybe on a personal level, if you're doing any kind of consumer research, like pet food, for example. There's a ton of dog lovers and cat lovers and fish lovers talking about how to care for their pets in various forums. So, even though that might be maybe older and not considered social media, it very much is. It's a communication resource, and it's a very strong one at that. So,
I love, just for giggles, to just sit around my house when I do something, just looking on YouTube to see that they have a how-to video, and I'm always amazed. Like, for the dryer I'm working on, there's 50 videos.
Everything,
how to change the exact set. I'm like, what? I think that's amazing. I think on my end, I think the forums are a great one that are very underutilized. I would say, though, that get a listening tool. Even if it's just Google Alerts and putting your company name and some of your brands in, start listening. I think, again, I can't say this enough or strongly enough, I think the most powerful thing that's gone on today, and the biggest transference, is that we have the ability to listen as business owners and as brands. And so go out and find a tool. There's really powerful tools out there that you can pay a lot for. Google Alerts is not always the most accurate thing in the world, but it starts to give you a temperature reading. Kind of like you were a kid, you looked at the pool, you go, I wonder if it's warm or cold. How'd you know? You stuck your toe in before you jumped in. And so understand and start to listen. I know that's not a social media thing, but I believe it's part of the social media, and it's part of the attributes we can take as a brand, is that beginning to listen to what's being said out there about you. And that's really powerful because it starts to frame what's going on. And sometimes that can be the roadmap to the right forums, because your name keeps coming up in this forum. Or, wow, Twitter does make a lot of sense because I keep seeing my name come up here. But going out and getting a listening tool, and again, Google Alerts is free. You can set it up. You can have an email a day or a weekly update sent to you. But those are really powerful ways of starting to understand what's going on. It takes you 15 minutes. It comes into your inbox, so it's part of your daily workflow. And then if you want more tools, I'm sure Jess and I can recommend a ton of different tools out there for you. But that's a really, really powerful tool that will start to go ahead and aggregate data for you. It's really powerful.